All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music in real time for a few real people out there just like you and just like me. Don't worry, I'm not going to rename the channel Journey Talk. I know some people were a little kind of worried that it was going to be all Journey all the time, but hey, it's mostly Journey some of the time. Speaking of Journey, and I'm going to talk about Steve Perry here. There's this thing on YouTube, this thing, meaning that people are thinking that Steve Perry performed on New Year's Eve. And I'm getting all these messages. Dave, did you see Steve Perry? He performed at the Hard Rock Cafe New Year's Eve. Dude, how did you miss it? I mean, this is in your wheelhouse. You should have been reporting on Steve Perry at the Hard Rock Cafe on New Year's Eve. Well, lo and behold, you know, I got a link to a video finally. And I love this because it's my buddy Hugo. Now I'm going to do a screen share because Hugo is pretty amazing at this stuff. He really is. I mean, check this out, right? Holy crap, Batman. It's Hugo Valenti from the band Voyage. Look at that pose. The perfect sort of, you know, where the microphone is, and just everything about this stance suggests that he knows. And the guy, I don't know who looks more like Steve Perry. I mean, somebody sent me a message over on Patreon. They're like, are they related? So one guy's Italian, the other guy's Portuguese. No, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure if you go way back in time, you're going to probably find the same bloodline. I'm not sure, but man, oh man. See, one thing about Hugo is he's not afraid to be Steve Perry. This is what a great tribute band will do for you. And I'm all into the bait and switch techniques here. This is pretty, you know, underhanded. Steve Perry live at the Hard Rock Cafe, NYE in NYC. 2023, number 5. Okay, so this is video number 5, and this is really smart. Now, I'm not sure if Steve Perry's going to like this stuff, but who cares, right? Well, it depends. I mean, if he doesn't like it, he may have these guys, or this person who shot the video, pull the video down. I don't think Steve will do that. I don't, but I'm really impressed by this pose here. And this is typical Hugo. Hugo is supposed to come down here to visit me at some point. He and I are friends, and I have tried to promote his band from time to time. He's a really good guy, and this is why I had shared this album earlier. It's Ramos Hugo. Josh Ramos, who sounds a bit like Neal Schon. He's got the Neal Schon tone down really well. And Hugo Valenti, who is just this incredible singer, and you'll hear it on here. And if you're a Journey fan, you'll like that. Hugo also did a song with this group called Street Talk. The name of the band is Street Talk, like Steve Perry's album. And the song, I can't remember the name of it. It's been a while, but I used to listen to it all the time. It's breathtaking how great a song it is. So if you can Google that, Street Talk featuring Hugo Valenti, that should have continued. That would have been a great project to see, you know, in the future. But I know Hugo, like all of these old school musicians, they're just disappointed that nobody really wants to hear new melodic rock. And this is a problem that I continue to have, where I have to kind of force people, please watch this video and check this out. At least go and stream the music. Now with Hugo, he's got solo music. He was in a band, I believe, called Valentine at the very beginning of his career. And all of this stuff is really good. And the punchline is that Hugo was considered at one point to be in Journey, but the legend has it, and I got confirmation that it was true, that Neal Schon took one look at Hugo and got totally spooked. He was like, holy crap, it's Steve. I can't have Steve on stage. Remember, Steve had left, and he didn't leave on good terms. And I don't think Neil wanted to really relive that. I think that was part of it. But in hindsight, man, you couldn't ask for a better replacement than Hugo, who looks the part, sounds the part, and for all intents and purposes, is a really nice guy on top of it. I don't know if success would go to the guy's head, but you know, the fact that he still talks to me, whereas a lot of people in this business, they won't talk to me because I talk about politics and the medical tyranny and all that stuff. And I interviewed Eric Clapton, and that's just it's a non-starter. You talk to who? Yeah, you know, Slow Hand, you know, the guy who's like best guitarist in the world, that kind of thing. I talked to him. You would think that would be helpful on a resume, but apparently it's not. So anyway, folks, Steve Perry live at the Hard Rock Cafe, 75,000 views. This is probably headed toward 1 million views. It's going to take a little while, but again, the algorithm tends to work in a video's favor. If more people like the video and share the video and are duped by the video, good. Hugo is a professional duper. Hey, if you went to this show, I'm sure you had a blast. It's affordable compared to going to see Journey or any, you know, brand band these days. Hey, I'd love to go see Voyage. That's why Hugo has got to head south. He's got to get out of New York State and come down south to Florida. So he and I can hang out and we'll, you know, talk about Steve Perry, talk about Journey. That's all I do. Anyway, folks, I appreciate you watching one more time with Ramos Hugo. And you can check out Hugo Valenti. He's got a lot of other solo offerings out there. And Valentine, you can check that out. And I'm pretty sure he's worked on a few other projects that I'll have to kind of refresh myself with or about. But yeah, if you like that style, he did this song with this band called Street Talk a number of years ago, and it's too bad they didn't do a whole album like the way he sang that one song, because it's amazing. I'll see if I can find the song and put it in the link of the description of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Also, Patreon for $1 a month. And now YouTube memberships. Yes, you can join. There's a join button. I'm not sure how that even got enabled. I think I did it. But in any event, if you'd like to join, I think that's $2.99 a month. And it helps the channel. You know, we're in kind of difficult financial times here. And there are days where revenue just doesn't come in the way it used to. And I know why that is. There are not as many advertisers, and sometimes the algorithm doesn't like me for obvious reasons. The algorithm gets mad when I start talking about the medical tyranny and going to CVS and doing the thing. Yeah, they just don't like that. They get mad at me because I somehow get the video past the people who are trying to censor. And especially after what's been happening, we need more speech, not less speech. So anyway, folks, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.